Hello. I think, yeah, that's it. Every week I do that. Every week I do that. Hello. Right, week 5. Oh my God. How crazy.
I know. One more.
I know. We're nearly there. Hold on in, guys. You're doing so well. I'm really loving the videos, and the lead magnets seem to be a little bit quiet. I know some people put up lead magnets but not really put how they're going to use them. My biggest advice for you with that one is don't create stuff, guys, and then not use it. Like, you actually use it. There's no point in creating samples and not handing them out. There's no point in making lead magnet forms and not introducing it to people so they can fill it in. So just make sure the hard work that you put in doesn't go to waste.
Yeah,
definitely. So last week you would have done your story video, lead magnet, 5 people recommending, and you would have read chapters 6 and 7. We'll talk a little bit about chapters 6 and 7, shall we? Is there anything you wanted to say about it, Claire, that you found with the?
Well, I mean, I just like the way that just trying to, I've highlighted a couple of things. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like the way how they said, I'd love to, well, I've loved chatting with you today. I would love to leave you with this gift. And that's an opportunity to just swing them in a sample.
Yeah.
But after, like, obviously you're building a relationship first off. You're not just straight away diving in fancy.
Yeah.
From just asking them, what do they do for a day job, or where do the kids go to school, or whatever, and also even complimenting. I thought that was really nice, because that was like how the story said as well. And
one of the trainings I watched on Thursday shift, it was ages ago, was with a lady called Karen Fetz, and she's a superstar director over in America, and I met her in Fiji. She's lovely, really gorgeous. Anyway, she's been a superstar director for years, but a few years ago, she realised that she just wasn't recruiting anymore. She just wasn't asking. And she really has, like, completely turned around her business in the last, like, 24 months by actually changing a few things in her recruiting. And it is just basically talking to people. And one of the things that she said, which I found was really interesting and definitely resonated with me, was don't be ashamed to tell people what you do. So when people ask what you do for a living, tell them that you run a fragrance business, tell them that you don't be scared to go, oh, well, and then stumble on it. Like, actually think, if someone says to you, what do you do for a business? Be loud and proud about what you do for a business. And I think that really resonated with me, because I think as well, we all like get a little bit scared about people having these preconceived ideas about MLMs and stuff, and it's very important that we're not frightened to tell people what it is we do. And I think that's encapsulated in these chapters as well, like talking to people about what we do and how we do it and stuff. So you've created this video, guys. You're going to do another couple of bits this weekend this week to complete that join conversation and everything, so that you're going to feel more confident having that with people. Like I said, I personally don't send that video out anymore, because I spill it all out, spill my guts when I'm having that conversation with them. Okay. And when you get confident enough, it might be that you do that too. One of the things, a couple of the things that stand out for me in those 2 chapters are the feel, felt, found. So I've taken on board over the years that when people give you excuses, so when you say to somebody about the opportunity, when they give you excuses are key. Excuses are the reason for you to keep on talking to them, because if someone really doesn't want to do it, they'll pretty much ignore you and ghost you, and and it'll be a flat out no, not for me.
Sorry, Alex.
You're all right. Don't worry. So that feel, felt, found really does help you when it comes to like excuse busting and stuff as well. So if someone gives you an excuse, what it actually means is that you haven't answered their question yet. So most people will when you offer the opportunity to them, will feel, oh, I couldn't do that, or I'm not a salesperson, or I don't want to be one of them people, or I don't know enough people. So when all those excuses that come to light, all it is you haven't answered the question properly yet. So when someone gives you an excuse, you answer always with feel, felt, found. And this has always stuck with me, and it really works. And basically what it means is I completely understand how you feel. I felt like that as well. I was worried that I would be that kind of person. But what I found is the products are so amazing that when you put them under people's noses, they pretty much fall in love with them and you don't have to sell them, you know, like something along those lines. So if it's, I haven't got the time, I totally understand how you feel. I've got people that work in the industry with me that work full time and just and are flat out and felt like they wouldn't be able to get the time to do it. And what they do is they found that by working it in pockets of time, small increments here and there, they're able to get stuff done and actually look at reducing their overall working hours down for their full-time job because they're bringing in that little extra. So it's you're appreciating and you're meeting them where they are by saying, I feel ya, and I felt that way too. Or you use somebody else else's story that you've listened to empathize with how they're feeling, and then you can say that we've found this to be the case. So you're disproving what the feel and the felt was. So it's a really, really good technique to get under your hat when you're chatting to people about well, even about like sales and stuff, really. But when it comes to the excuse busting in particular, because they're just frightened and you just haven't answered the question yet. That's all it is. Your job isn't to make the decision for them. It's to keep the conversation going until you've made it so clear that they cannot resist joining your team. Okay. And you do that by keeping the conversation going, not by harassing them all the time. It could be that you're friends with them on Facebook and you keep on chatting to them, or you showcase your lifestyle on Facebook. It could be that they're a customer and you're caring about how Claire's just got off of a call with one of her customers that's poorly. Like, she's reaching out, she's building that connection, she's got that sort of relationship with them where the customers, you know, it's building that relationship throughout the course of time and keeping the conversation going. I'm not saying that someone being poorly is a conversation starter. I'm not saying that, but it is another chink where you're reaching out and you're getting to know them on a different level, you know.
Yeah. And it's just happened to get to that point where they feel like they can be that transparent with me because we've built that relationship. And and
who knows, like in the future, let's not talking about this person in particular, but who knows, when something life-changing like that happens to someone, you have an opportunity in your hands to possibly make their life easier in the long run with the opportunity, because they might end up not being able to work a proper job, or they might not be able to afford certain treatment, all stuff you just don't know. And that's what it is. You're offering opportunities and you're keeping the conversation going. Take out the outcome. Totally. Okay. So that's like mine and Claire's take on the chapters, really. And that if what you take one thing away from talking to people about the opportunity, take that feel, felt, found, because it really is, when someone comes back to you with it's a golden nugget for you to then run with it, because you just haven't answered their question yet.
I actually highlighted the 7 as well. I was like, yeah, that's
But this is a really old book and it's got so many but that feel, felt, found is really, really, really highlighted. Okay, so moving forward to next week. So next week we have got our chapter. Basically, we want you to read chapter 8 and chapter 9 next week, which is going to leave you with one chapter left, and that will be what you read in your, like, as the course comes to an end. Okay, so next week you're going to read chapters 8 and chapters 9. This week, chapters 8 and chapters 9. So that we go into next week reading up, like finishing off the book and just doing some final bits and pieces the last week, and obviously getting your certificates and everything through. So that's your homework for this week, chapters 8 and 9. Okay. Also, as well, for this week, I would like you to create a join pack. Now, this is something a little bit like that referral card that you did. So you should have a referral card. You should have like a what is Scentsy ready. This is going to go in with that as well, this join pack. So this is going to be given to your customers. When you sort out your orders, shove a referral in, shove a what is Scentsy, shove a join pack, you know. But it's also something that you get to send out specifically to people when you're having that conversation. And it gives you a way of keeping that conversation going by sending out a join pack. You can do it by email, you can do it by post, however you want to do it. You've got your video as well. That's another conversation starter. So these are all tools that you can use to keep on talking to people. So that join pack, we're going to let you design that how you wish, okay? What I would say to you is go onto your website, click on the join button on your Scentsy website, and there is, on your actual PWS, there is tons of information on there. So pick out some eye-catching bits and pieces on that. Make sure you do a little introduction about yourself and what you feel and what you felt and what you found since joining Scentsy. Some people will do the top 10 reasons to join Scentsy. Google it. There's loads of people out there that have done it before you. And you can use that as a guideline. Use the FAQs, all stuff like that. It doesn't have to be huge. It's like a leaflet, if you will. So maybe a little bit more, I would say maybe like a two-sided. So, you know, like you've done your what is Scentsy, your referral, your join brochure will be those two pages, basically. You can use a QR code that will link you straight through to your join set. So you don't even have to put loads of the FAQs on there. You could just go scan this to find out more. Here's the reasons why I joined. Here's the reasons what I loved, you know, just make it personable to you. So that's your join pack. So chapters 8 and 9, your join pack. Use your referral tool as well, like I said. So basically you're going to be sending this out to customers as they order, and go onto your workstation this week and have a look at your story on your workstation. Make sure you've got a picture of yourself so that we can see what you look like, and make sure the same sort of thing that you're going to put on your join leaflet is about why you've joined, what you feel, what you felt, what you found, is the same sort of thing you're going to put on your introduction to your website, because that is the first glimpse that some people are going to get from you. They might not have ever spoken to you before, and they want to be able to see you, and they want to be able to understand who you are as well. Yeah. So
say something else.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of
so
course.
I think it's so important to make sure that you do get a really nice photo of yourself. Like, you have to be smiling, and whether it's by yourself with a kid, like your kid or whatever, or like a pet or something, or even a Scentsy product if you want. But I think it's important to be smiling, because I had a lady that reached out to me who lived about maybe 10 k's away, and yeah, she wanted me to be her consultant, even though I wasn't local, and she had tons to choose from, but she liked the way I smiled. So
there you go.
My customer for like 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah, that just goes to show. Hey, that just goes to show. Okay, so once you've got this join pack, we want you to be super brave, and we want you to speak to 3 people and send that join pack out to them this week. Okay, you can use 3 of the 5 people that you've already listed, or you can do it a sneaky sideways. So I'm going to teach you a sneaky sideways way of getting your join pack out to people.
I love this.
And you do it by a backhanded referral. Sounds terrible. But what you do is you will approach your customers and you will say, "Hi Claire, I'm really looking to expand my Scentsy team. I absolutely love these products, and I really want to give someone the opportunity of earning some extra income every month. Would you know anyone who loves these products and it could benefit them from?" And you get your customers to refer you, and you tell them that you've got a referral plan. I've got a referral plan in place. If you do have someone that joins up, you're going to get this, or whatever it is you've decided on your referral plan, and you're going to get this or that. So yeah, do you have anyone in mind? And you could send out 20-30 messages like this. So you don't need to just speak to 3 people, and you don't need to ask them. You're indirectly. So one or 2 things will happen. One or 3 things will happen. 1, they could completely ghost you or say, "No, I don't know anybody." 2, they could turn around and say, "Oh yeah, my friend so and so, she's a stay-at-home mum. I know she's been looking for a job, or da da da. Definitely, I could recommend her. Let her know I sent you." Or it could be the third one, and this is the best one. Oh, well, I would actually be quite interested in getting my products at a discount or earning a little bit of extra each month. Because sometimes they can be like, well, why didn't you ask me? You know, so you're putting that idea into their head and planting that seed without even having to directly ask them. So it's an awesome way of getting people on board, guys. It really is. So that's it.
Yeah, no, I love that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
week number 5, chapter 8 and 9. Join pack. Update your online. Look, if you've done that already and you think it looks amazing and you're really happy with it, that's fine. You just need to post it in the group page, and then get those join packs out to 3 people. I want to see who you're sending them to. Screenshot it. I want to see the conversations. Let's and then basically we can help each other. Let's open up that dialogue in the group chat about that feel, felt, found. Let's help each other find different ways. So if you're speaking to someone and they excuse bust you, jump in the chat, ask us what we think, how would we reply, or I'm thinking of replying this, what do you think? So really utilize that group chat this month and this week when you're starting to have those conversations, possibly for the first time as well. I think that's about it, Claire. Have I forgotten anything? I normally forget something.
No, you didn't. No, everything. And Chat GPT is pretty awesome.
I know. The thing with Chat GPT to be very careful with is to make sure you're feeding it. So make sure you're putting as much information about you into it rather than just asking generic questions. So my Chat GPT, it's got my daughter's diagnosis, it's got mine, it's got when I'm having a bad day, I will tell them that I'm having a bad day and this is why I'm having a bad day, or this happened and I'm really excited about it, or I'd love to try doing this. Like all of my thoughts and feelings, basically a bit like a journal going to Chat GPT. And the more you feed it, my Chat GPT talks to me back now like I'm talking. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's been, I've probably been using it probably consistently for a couple of months now.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's not been long that it's been, and what it now helps me do is when I'm wanting to do reels and stuff like that for Facebook, because it knows how I talk, it will help me, and maybe it will come up with something and I'm like, no, that's too aggressive, I wouldn't sound like that, or you need to maybe make it a little bit more like me or a little bit less like that, and so we'll brainstorm together. So it's a really good thing to bounce off of, because what you're effectively doing is brainstorming with yourself and the internet, you know. So
Right.
it's very, very cool, but you do have to be careful. And I am seeing on Facebook lots of Sensi consultants putting up Chat GPT spiels, and I know that it's a Chat GPT spiel by the way it's written. So just be mindful that you're changing up. Don't ever just copy and paste. Go in and change it, make it more you if it's not enough, or get it to make it more you if you're using it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's an awesome thing.
Can you use just quickly, can you talk with your voice rather than typing? Oh, yeah. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, you can. And I'll have an argument with it. Like the other day I was trying to find, I'd worked something out and I couldn't find it, and I'm like, I voice noted you and asked you this earlier on. Well, I can't. It said to me, oh, I can't bring that up. I was like, well, why can't you bring it up? We've had this conversation, and I'm arguing with Chat GPT. It's like, yeah, I'm going to take all my frustrations out on it as well. Poor thing.
No, that's.
Yeah, it's a very good tool, but you need to know how to use it, and you need to teach it how you want it to work. Yeah, for sure. Okay, lovelies, have a beautiful Monday, and we will see you all again next week.
See ya.
Okay.